morning, it's Harvey Jackson from Exceed Gray Marketing. Just going to go through what's in store for today. USDA report is the big factor today. Um, all red on the board, canola, all oil seeds and all cereals down. Um, uh, Probably a squaring off of potentially a bearish report. Um, to stay on the topic of bearish, the hedge funds have been pushing all commodities, the whole baskets of commodities to the lowest it's seen since 2011. You can see how that's traded in the near term on the Bloomberg uh, index as well, and it looks like we might have bounced off a little wee bit of a support line here, but it's still a downward trend. Active weather in the U.S. Uh, adding some more moisture in some of those key growing areas for corn and soybeans. We see that on the WPC 1 week forecast here as well. The European model, I'll put in more rain again, and the GFS as well. None of them are completely, you know, in favor of each other here, but as you can see, a lot of near normal and some below normal around Texas, and some drying out that's potentially going to happen to the Great Lakes area for the U.S. as well. Temperature anomaly, it's cool growing conditions in that corn soybean area down there as well into the delta for the next 5 days. Starts to warm up farther west and western Canada as well in the next 5 to 10, and then it kind of sets in the 10 to 15 if these temperature anomalies are at all accurate. Tropics weather, what I want to maybe highlight here as well is just there is some above normal potential in some of the key growing areas as well, as you can see, getting into China and India. And then these tropical cyclones been hitting and expected to keep on hitting the U.S. as well. So the last 72 hours precipitation added a little wee bit in just north of Texas, and a lot over in Quebec and the eastern seaboard there. They've got quite a bit of moisture. There's a lot of flooding going on there. Here's just soil moisture keeps on building. That drought model, it's getting bigger. It's almost covering all of Saskatchewan, and I would say a good part of the Alberta growing region as well, and continues to dry out. Canola, as the market is trading right now, it's trading down a little wee bit, but we're looking at the support level at the 584, and it's on the slope stochastic. It's actually on the pretty low side. Rapeseed trading right in the middle of the range above the 38.2 retracement value, and hopefully it can continue to hold there, and that would give canola some support. As you can see here, this is the canola, or the rapeseed minus the converted into into Canadian dollars, and then so what this is basically telling you is that the canola is undervalued to Europe by over $100 at this point. So we're $100 least expensive to the European rapeseed, priced in Canadian dollars. Palm oil, it's staying below a potential support line. If we would like to see it get above that, of course. Soybean oil, lower end of its range last week, and trading above it now. It's trading into the 10-day moving average, which is good. If we can continue to hold up and trade above that, would be great. Soybeans itself, we're continually just making new lows going down here, which is could potentially have some more lows here as we see how the USD comes out. If we look at canola, just a quick snapshot of some of the support and resistance here. And the other thing I want to point out is just that it's a strong sell signal and continues to be pressured. But just look at these potential support levels where the market is. Wheat continuing to trade sideways, but still maintaining support around that 575 or above that 575, but barely. And it's trading right at the 10-day moving average. I guess the next place I would be looking for the market to get to would be in that 620s kind of a range, if it can get there. Milling wheat is still supportive above the 78.6 retracement value, trading right at the 20-day moving average. which is the 224 a metric euros per metric ton. Hard red wheat, um, the sideways to downward trend. Hopefully, we can get some support there as well. USDA. The key things I want to point out here is what is the yield going to be in both corn and soybeans, and the ending stocks, of course, for this upcoming year, we're going to be above the 2 billion bushel metrics, and wheat is going to be a build there as well. Um, so on this one here, we're looking at what is the world ending stocks, and wheat is probably another important one, but just looking what these numbers are going to come out at for the average trade gas for the world ending stocks, and South America, of course, their numbers are ultra important these days as well. And that's all I have for you today.